All right, so digital citizenship is what we say whenever we refer to somebody who's on the internet regularly and their basic use of the internet and what they search and how they go about their business digitally. Um, my name's Carson Garner. I'm in Dr. Longing's class, instructional tech. I'm a freshman, and here we go. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is online privacy. Online privacy deals with the personal information on the internet that you give out through your browser history. So obviously the mainstream internet. So it uses HTTP, which is not secure. Some websites even use cookies to advertise towards you personally. They kind of custom make their advertisements so it can target you personally based on what you search and what you're really interested in. Um, but if it has HTTPS, such as Microsoft Word and Google Docs and stuff like that, the S stands for secure. So any information you put on there will be secure and it won't go out into the public. It'd be a lot more difficult for people who want to get your personal information from the internet. It'd be a lot more difficult for them to acquire that. Um, so I mean, obviously nothing on the internet is free. I mean, you get these spam emails all the time. You win a car by doing this or whatever. Doing nothing, you win a car. Please put in your mother's maiden name and your last four of your credit card, social security number, whatever to win it. Don't do that, obviously. Just remember, like, nothing on the internet is free. It's all fake. It's all hackers trying to get your stuff. So just be careful for that. Watch out for all that. Second thing I want to talk about is the acceptable use policies, or the AUPs. It's a contract schools use that specify the proper usage for the school's internet and digital services. So I went to Lakeside High School, and our AUP was, you could find it in the student handbook. Um, it just lists all the stuff, and it tells you what you should and shouldn't be doing on the computer. I mean, obviously there are things there are things you should not look up on the computer, and there are things you should. Like, I mean, if you're researching for a paper or stuff like that, you can, obviously, but you can't go on social media on any of the schools technology or any of the Chromebook stuff like that. That'll just cause problems. Let's see. The third thing I'm going to talk about is plagiarism and cheating in the classroom. Somebody defined plagiarism or the definition of plagiarism is copying or imitating the language, ideas, or thoughts of another person without giving the proper credit. So, I mean, if I'm writing a paper on, I don't know, about cars, well, and I go on the internet and search up some things about cars, I look up an article, and this guy has a bunch of stuff to say about it. I copy and paste the middle part of what he has to say because it's what I want to say. I paste it on my Google Doc and turn it in. That's plagiarism because I did not say that. Somebody else did, and I just found it. I used Lakeside High School's plagiarism policy on this. So I looked it up. It said you get a 0 on the assignment. Obviously, I don't know if it's different for anywhere else, but from what I've heard, you get a 0 on the assignment, and you'll get ISS, or in-school suspension, for up to 10 days. So, I mean, just do your own stuff. I mean, it's a lot easier on you and the teacher for you to just not plagiarize and not get caught and go through that entire process, because it's embarrassing, and two, it shows that you're lazy. So don't do all that. Copyright laws and how they affect teachers and students. So a copyright is if you have copyrights on something, you're the only one that can use it. So I actually figured out that the Happy Birthday song has copyrights on it. That's why whenever you go to, I don't know, Chili's, and it's your birthday, they won't sing you the Happy Birthday songs is copyrighted. They'll be sued for that. They'll lose a lot of money. So, I mean, every restaurant has a different version of it, but nobody actually sings it because, well, the person that came up with the Happy Birthday song died about 20 years ago. Well, you still can't use it for 50 years because it says here at the bottom, it's the person's lifetime plus 70 years. So, and if The only way a teacher or student can use copyrighted materials is if it's labeled as fair use. It's public knowledge. Anybody can use it. The author really doesn't really look for the credibility. They just kind of put it out there for public use. Or you can contact the copyright's owner and obtain permission to use their stuff.